I'm David Knox, Acting Mayor, and welcome to From the Mayor's Desk. We had a council meeting last night and there were quite a few things came out of the council meeting. I guess most importantly was the airport. Now we've got funding for the screening at the airport which will last until June 2023, but beyond that we have no funding. So we were faced with a difficult dilemma. We either increase rates something like 6.5% across the city, and nobody would want that, and we certainly don't want that, or we put on a passenger tax. So we've decided to go down the path of putting on a passenger tax, and it'll be between $35 and $40 per passenger on departure from Whyalla. We don't really want to do it, but the funding that we have currently expires in June, and we don't want the airport to be a burden on the ratepayer. Waste in our community is a very important matter. It costs an awful lot of money to empty the waste bins from properties and from parks and gardens, etc. around Whyalla. And it's costing us a lot more because we're not really smart enough in terms of how we share the waste out between the different bins, separate the waste from the different bins. And I myself realised as part of the report that came through council on Monday night that my newspapers can actually go in the green waste bin. I've always been putting them in the recycle bin, so even an old dog like me can learn something. So we're going to spread this out through the schools and the community and the community itself, and hopefully the kids will work with the parents and encourage everybody to do the right thing in terms of separating their waste streams out, and will save us a lot of money and hopefully it'll help keep the rates down. Very pleased to report also from last night's council meeting that we made 2 community grants. The first allocation was $5,000 to Lions Soccer Club for improvements to their change rooms, and the second one was to the Hope Collective for garden implements for their community garden. And I'd encourage sporting clubs, community clubs in Whyalla, if you have a need for funding for a project, put an application in. We could consider the application 6 times a year, so plenty of opportunity to get an application in. Make sure you provide all the necessary information though, including your financial statements when you lodge them. Now, we've also got the community survey which is out currently. You have until March the 8th to complete it and get it in. We want to know your opinions about Whyalla, what we can do better. It's very, very important that we communicate with the community. If you want to do it physically and not online, it will be available at all council sites for you to fill in, and staff will be at Westlands between 11 and 2 p.m. this Thursday to help you as well and take on board your comments. So please get on board, please fill it in. What's exciting, Clean Up Australia Day on the 5th of March, this weekend. We would like everybody to get involved with this. You've got to go to Wilson Park between 10 and 1 p.m. to register. And then once you've registered, you can go and clean up whichever part of Whyalla you like. But then come back to Wilson Park with your bag of rubbish, and please stay for a barbecue that we'll be providing. So hopefully it'll be a nice day and people will get on board and help us clean the place up. The Unearth Festival starts this Friday and runs for a full month. If you want to know what's on, you can go to the website, whyalla.com. There'll be posters and programs all over Whyalla, particularly at the council buildings. Council and library left programs, so please get on board. Lots and lots of exciting acts to come in that. I did mention earlier that I'm the acting mayor, and we'll be ready to welcome Phil Stone back as our mayor, I reckon in about 2 to 3 weeks. Now they're changing the legislation to suit the circumstances of the second return, so I'll be very, very pleased to hand over to Phil. Phil was doing a great job for our city and he's going to be a great mayor.